Today I will be explaining organizational structure in worldwide businesses, which will be done with the contribution of visual conceptual diagrams. Diagram number 1 presents a physical description of the levels of hierarchy that can be found in an organization, including those from the bottom, middle, and top of the hierarchical pyramid. The correlation such structure has with command, responsibility, and authority is portrayed in the arrows to the left. As indicated, lower levels of the pyramid tend to have less power over the decisions, whilst the highest positions will be the ones in charge of the process of delegation or distribution of tasks. In the same way, their leaders will obtain the highest amount for chain of control over the subordinates that will contribute to the development of such tasks. Also, as shown in the last arrow, chains of command tend to go down as the pyramid decreases its positions, meaning lower positions have less opportunity of making important decisions for the company and must follow a given order to achieve the one responsible for approving it. In other means, this addresses to the pathway an idea must follow before being executed. As we move on, we will start to understand how both concepts relate to the construction and application of organizational charts. Slide number 2 is an example of a vertical or tall organization, which includes a pyramid structure with the presence of a CEO at the top and several levels of hierarchy. As it goes down, positions are lower and control of employee is in charge of the leaders of each department. These tend to have higher levels of bureaucracy, given that the president and other members of leadership positions tend to make the decisions. In these types of organization, there is often a centralization of the decisions made, given the fact that positions and tasks are very, very well distributed, as well as the power they have over the company. Continuously, in slide 3, the first diagram is the opposite of a tall organization, which consists of a flat, also known as horizontal organization. Its structure relies on a few or no levels of middle management between staff and executives, causing the delay of hierarchical structures. As this happens, so does the decentralization and delayering of these decisions, allowing more democracy and influence from others than the board at the moment of deciding something. Right below, there is a visual representation of hierarchical diagrams or organizations, which involves that each position is subordinate to other, except for the first and superior one. This type of organizations present the most decentralized processes and a highly complex chain of command. Posterior to that, it is possible to observe the relation between the areas of the company. First, we have a centralized or entrepreneurial relationship, in which the middle point is related to all the rest of the areas, such as marketing, sales, production, and finance. However, they all respond to MD. Then, the circular or flat, in which all the areas are correlated as a cycle, interdependent on each other. Marketing, sales, productions, R&D, and finance are all correlated in a process that is nonstop. Finally, the collaborative cycle, in which they don't have to follow a specific path, but the results and processes that occur in each area, such as sales, accounts, marketing, and production, are mutually related and depend on each other in every moment of the decisions that are made inside the company. Finally, it is possible to observe the organizational charts by function, region, or product. The first one occurs by the function that the employees develop inside the company. They are divided by the president, vice president, in the areas, as well as the accounting, marketing, operations, human resources, accounting, marketing, operations, and human resources, once again, in each of the areas that the company is developed. Then there's the division of the organization by region or by product, which depends on product A, product B, and product C, and how these are important for the proper development of the company. Finally, the areas in simple matrix of organizational structure occur as a division of region and how different products are developed in each of them in order to achieve the complete success of the company. At last, it is possible to observe a diagram named by Andy Shamrock, which bases on the organization of the company through core workers, flexible workforce, and contractual fringe. He describes the base structure of an organization through those employees who are highly trained to be professionals, followed by those that operate within the broad framework set down by the core, And finally, those employees who need to have a high sense of commitment.